Hello, screenwriters. We are back for another episode of Watch Me Write, where every week I write 5 pages for my first screenplay, then I discuss the previous 5 pages. This week we're going to talk about pages 41 through 45. Before we get started, I have some non-screenwriting news. I joined the gym last night. Yes, I just joined it because, I just wanted to get healthy. The gym not only helps with physical health, it also helps with mental health. Because when you go to the gym, I know when I do, I feel very good afterwards, and I want to be focused on my screenwriting, so I want to make sure I'm in the right mental health when I'm writing. In the last episode, we left with Damien's murder and 2 detectives on the scene, who are Detective Andrew and Detective Wallace. Wallace he grew up in the neighborhood. He became a cop. He worked his way up to detective. He has a very soft spot for the neighborhood. Wallace feels that if there's good in someone, he could find that good. Detective Andrew, he's a Harvard graduate. He became a cop and he got to the rank of detective very quickly. He's very smart. Eventually, his main goal is to become sergeant. Andrew, on the other hand, believes that there's not much good in the world and there's not much good in the people in the neighborhood that he's policing. Detective Wallace and Andrew are on the case, and they're now interviewing people in the neighborhood as well as friends and family of Damien. They interviewed this pedestrian on the street where Alonzo's name comes up. They then go to visit Damien's sister. She's very sad. They give their condolences. While they're interviewing Damien's sister, Alonzo's name comes up. That's the second time Alonzo's name has come up. Detective Wallace and Andrew finds out that Damien and Alonzo had a fallout. Let's talk about how feedback could be a great thing for your screenplay. In the original draft of A Soul Lost in Brooklyn, I had the typical black cop, white cop. Wallace is the black cop, Andrew is the white cop. I had Andrew being a bit racist. He was a kind of stereotypical. However, my friend read the screenplay. He gave me some feedback. I took that feedback to heart. I decided to change Andrew's character up a little bit. Now he's all about solving murders. He's a bit pessimistic, though. The reason why I added him being pessimistic is to contrast Wallace's optimism. Andrew is strictly focused on solving the murder of Damien without the whole racism involved. Damien's friend Lawrence was at the murder scene when Damien's body was being taken away. Lawrence comes across Wallace and Andrew. They have a conversation. Lawrence is very heated. He wants to find out who did this to his friend. Lawrence is out for revenge. Wallace tries to calm him down. It doesn't work. We jump straight into Kafella going to a diner to drop off a laptop he just fixed for a customer. Kafella walks into the diner. He walks out. From afar, he sees Lawrence staring at him. Kafella quickly walks away. He's paranoid, just wondering how long Lawrence has been following him for. While Wallace and Andrew are interviewing people, Alonzo's name keeps coming up. They're wondering, okay, who's this Alonzo fella? Some more names come up. Chris, Kafella, Jamal, the 4 friends. The names come up because of the previous altercations that they had with Damien. Remember when Damien hit Kafella over the head with a bottle? Obviously, there were witnesses around. And then I'm not sure if you remember a few pages back where Jamal and Damien was about to get into an altercation. Chris and Alonzo was there. Obviously, there were witnesses there. Detective Wallace and Andrew now have this information about previous altercations with Damien and the boys. Does this make the boys suspects in Damien's murder? The detectives, though, they only know about these previous altercations. They do not know that the boys jumped Damien the night before the murder. That is it for pages 41 through 45. Next up on pages 46 through 50. We are at 911 subscribers now. We are so close to 1,000. The goal is by the end of this year to get to 1,000. So help me get there. If you think about writing your first screenplay, go to your favorite app store, download Stratword. Fade out.